Hold on to your seats. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is dropping a bombshell by suggesting that giving babies Tylenol for pain after circumcision could be connected to higher rates of autism. It's a claim that's sure to stir up heated debates in health circles and beyond. In a recent cabinet meeting covered by C-SPAN on October 9, 2025 at 4:55 p.m. PDT, RFK Jr., serving as the Health and Human Services Secretary under President Donald Trump, pointed to what he described as a troubling pattern. He explained that several studies indicate infants who undergo circumcision, a common procedure shortly after birth where the foreskin is removed from the penis for religious, cultural, or medical reasons, end up with roughly twice the likelihood of developing autism spectrum disorder later in life. For those new to this, autism is a neurodevelopmental condition that affects how people communicate, interact socially, and process the world around them, and its causes are still hotly debated among experts. RFK Jr. went further, stating it's highly likely that the acetaminophen in Tylenol, often used to ease the discomfort from this procedure, plays a key role in those elevated risks. To make this clearer for beginners, acetaminophen is the active ingredient in Tylenol, a go-to over-the-counter medicine for fevers and pain. But RFK Jr. is implying it might have unintended effects on a baby's developing brain during such a vulnerable time. Interestingly, he didn't reference any particular study during his remarks, which leaves room for skeptics to question the strength of the evidence. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't the first time the Trump administration has raised alarms about Tylenol. Just last month, on September 22, 2025, as reported by Fox 5 DC, Trump, RFK Jr., and Dr. Mehmet Oz issued a warning to expectant mothers, advising them to steer clear of the drug during pregnancy due to potential links to autism in children. They base this on emerging research suggesting that prolonged exposure to acetaminophen in the womb might influence fetal brain development, a topic that's divided scientists, with some studies showing correlations, but others calling for more rigorous proof. Dr. Oz, known for his TV health advice, later appeared on TMZ Live to soften the edges of Trump's straightforward "don't take Tylenol" directive. He emphasized that while caution is wise, there are safe windows during pregnancy when the medication can be used if needed, like for severe headaches or fevers that could otherwise harm the mother and baby. This nuance highlights how tricky it can be to balance risks and benefits in everyday health choices. And this is the part most people miss. No matter the angle you look at it, the Trump team seems to have a real aversion to relying on Tylenol, pushing for alternatives in both newborn care and prenatal routines. Whether it's circumcision recovery or pregnancy pains, they're urging folks to think twice. For example, parents might explore non-drug options like gentle swaddling for post-circumcision comfort, or natural remedies for pregnancy discomfort, but always consulting a doctor first. Of course, this ties into broader discussions on vaccines, environmental factors, and child health, areas where RFK Jr. has long been a vocal, sometimes polarizing figure. One counterpoint worth considering: mainstream medical groups like the American Academy of Pediatrics still endorse Tylenol as safe when used as directed, and they stress that autism's roots are likely multifaceted, involving genetics and other influences far beyond any single medication. What do you think? Is there a genuine connection here that deserves more investigation, or is this just fear-mongering? Have you or someone you know experienced concerns with Tylenol use? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you agree, disagree, or have stories to share that could spark even more conversation on this touchy topic.